Your business might be growing, but is it scaling fast enough? I've got 3 methods that I'm using in 2025 to help all of my consulting clients through biz leads and biz launch to reach this number, and anyone who's close to there really exceed it. So I've personally scaled 3 combined companies to over $10 million per year in combined revenue. This was in between 2022 and 2023 as part of BGA. And in this video, I'm going to be revealing the 3 methods that I am going to be using and deploying into the companies this year that I'm working with. So let's jump right in. Number 1 is going to be hiring top talent. How do you do this? The best methods to do it, and we'll really dive into training in a second as well. So super simple. You need to define the role you need. The way we do this internally is in 3 tiers. The 3 tiers are bottom tier, which is like a front-facing sales administration tasks. Next is going to be like mid-tier, like a specialist or potentially a team leader or anything mid-tier, like a general manager that's not super near the top. And then the next is going to be like director, top level general manager, C-level executive, etc. So you want to define the role that you need. Next, you obviously need to headhunt, use an agency, use LinkedIn, use Seek, or use a company that does done for you hiring like BizLeads. I know no one else does it. I think Cole Gordon's company does it and we do it, which is basically like done for you hiring services. Then from there, you need to screen them effectively. So this is the biggest process that I see people mess up. It's the screening process. They do not screen enough. They just go, oh, this could fit, and not actually does fit. So here's 3 things that you're going to want to do when screening people effectively. So first of all, get a way bigger sample size and pool than you possibly could even imagine. We usually do 200 to 300 applicants that we start with. So 200 to 300 applicants. So this is how you get the top talent of whatever class you're looking for. So 200 to 300 applicants. From there, you should get it down to approximately 20 to 30. Then you run a first interview. The first interview should get rid of a lot of these people. Then second is going to be basically going over more into the role and much more specific thing. Think of it like a qualification call for an application, literally for finance. It's like the first call is saying, could this person be a culture fit? Are they aligned with basic things within the business, like a comp plan, where they want to be in 5 years, culture fit, all these things, make sure they align. Then the second interview is really like hard skills, soft skills, really planning their commission plan and also their base plan moving forward. And then that's what the second interview is for. We then also add something that's a little bit of like a secret sauce, which is also like literally like an in-school test that they do. And what this basically does is, although people may not think that it's important, it shows like eye for detail, and it also really gives an accurate representation of how well they are willing to be coached. Because if they can sit there and do a 30-minute test, it's going to be very, very effective in terms of their coaching ability moving forward. Okay, so that's hiring top talent. Now, next is going to be training them. This is the biggest thing I see people miss. It's training top talent so that people actually perform in your business. So pre-recorded onboarding and training. So now that you've got a person, you've screened them down, you know they're a good fit. Pre-recorded onboarding and training. Now, I would recommend pre-recording all training and all onboarding. Okay, pre-record your training so it's always consistent. Okay, and have a set onboarding. This means day 1. The way we do it is we have 3 separate hourly 2.5 hour sections that we set up for the first week. So what that means is we'll have 3 different topics and touch points that we'll do on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. 2.5 hours per one, so that's 7.5 hours of content. Okay, this could be just talking to team members and getting to know them, or it could be running through in-depth training. Okay, next is going to be continued development of the people after they've crossed their onboarding plan and basically onboarded onto the company. So daily, weekly, and monitoring. So the cadence is basically daily meetings, weekly training, that can be reviewing calls, that can be reviewing any kind of work that they're doing, and then monthly is a full kind of goal setting, goal orientated session where you're like, perfect, this is how you went this month, this is what we're going to aim for next month, because that's what you're touching on in the weekly meetings. Okay, quality control, this is the biggest thing that people really miss. There's basic things that just fall below a set standard a lot of the time. So quality control is one of the most important factors here. So maintaining 2 times the amount that you think is necessary of quality control is usually what's required. That means if you think you should be reviewing people's work and things like that once a week, do it at minimum twice a week for every single person. Okay, So that is how to hire. That's the best ways we found to hire. The process. Hiring top talent is essential in raising the level of standards in your company so that you actually achieve these big numbers. And then it's training ongoing, okay? Pre-recorded onboarding training, continued development, and quality control. So let's dive into number 2. You need to build a lead generation machine inside of your business. And I'm not just talking about a paid lead generation machine. I'm talking about a referral plan that gets up to 30% more of your customers just from free referrals. So when to ask, how to ask, and what are you asking / what is the offer? So when to ask. Asking is the biggest thing people miss. I guarantee most people who would be watching this, although the channel's small, yes, but although the people watching this, I guarantee a lot of you don't even ask and have a set way for your brokers, your insurance reps, your property investment reps to even ask for a referral. I guarantee it. So you need to figure out how to ask. So that's basically when. Is that going to be before the sale, after the sale, when they've signed contracts, when they've achieved their first trigger point, which is their first big point of success? And then how to ask. So what wording, what is the actual angle that you're bringing? Is it bring a friend? Is it refer a family member? What is the angle you're bringing when you're actually asking? For example, let's say it's a little bit of an easier one, which is like mortgage refinance, for example. It's like, do you know any friends or family who are homeowners as well that would also benefit from the service of reducing their potentially their payments on their mortgage or their interest rate, or being able to get a cash out? Is there anyone that you know? And you're going to make it very fun and playful as well. So if they say no, like usually how it works is most people say no, and then one person will refer you 10 people that they know. Okay, and that's usually how it works. So do not stop after the first no, second no, third no. And biggest one is, what are you actually asking? What is your offer to the people for them actually referring you clients? So there's one-way referrals, two-way referrals, a few other ways to refer. But what that means is a one-way referral is where if you're I'm the company, you're the person. I give you $100 every time you bring me a customer. Then a two-way referral is I will give you $50 and I'll give you who you referred $50, and that's a two-way referral. And this can be anywhere from 15 to 30% of the commission. And yes, it seems like a lot. Go down to 10%. But if you make $3,000 average per basically commission that you do that. Give them $300. Give them $450. Because imagine their incentive to go and refer people when all you have to do is pay $300 per settlement. Yes, you want it for free, but they're not going to do it. So $300, $450, $600 is definitely worth a new customer for you and for your business. Okay, so that's number 2, creating an internal lead generation machine. Number 3 is embrace technology. Okay, so biggest thing that I see people miss when they are going through and basically building their business, building out systems and processes, they just don't leverage technology enough, and not in the way that people think. People think you need to automate everything. You need to automate the system in place, okay? So don't fear it. A lot of people, they say, oh, I'm not tech savvy. Invest in learning and leverage the technology in your business. So go to a company, go to a person you know, invest a couple $1,000 or a couple $100 or whatever to just learn the system, or get someone in your business to learn a system for tracking and implementation. So when you're automating as well and you're looking to optimize a system, so let's say, for example, it's a new lead SMS. So basically optimizing existing systems, if you don't want it to seem automated, don't automate it, but automate the sales rep or the broker sending out that new lead, okay? Automate the second dial SMS going out by getting the broker to have an email sent to them with the SMS going out, okay? Because this also, it obviously reduces things like basic cost of sales managers always following up. It improves your basic efficiencies. I know that was a super simple example, but it really, really works. And technology isn't just used for automating things. It's also these days used for tracking, which is what's next. So data-driven decision-making based on your tracking and automation within your business. So we automatically have all of our main key stages in our pipeline getting pulled out into a sheet. And this is basically our opportunity sheet. This sheet tracks key metrics. We can then analyze the data and trends, and then we can use the data and the trends to basically optimize the strategy moving forward. So we take how many leads, how many people picked up the phone, how many people went to a fact find, how many people did all of these stages, and then we basically extract the insights from it. So for example, we'll have key benchmarks. So let's say it's a 50% contact rate. That's our key benchmark. If that drops below a 50% contact rate, we are then going to work on that, and that's going to be that week's focus, increasing contact rates, okay? Then optimize the strategies. So you obviously take this, you need to adjust based on your marketing operations and sales. So if it's contact rates, that's sales and marketing. That's really where we're going to focus for that week. We know we need to increase contact rates, so marketing sales is the biggest thing moving forward, okay? That is the 3 points of how we are helping companies reach $10 million per year of people we're working for. Remember, it's really cheesy, but growth is not a destination, it's a journey. It takes time to get there, okay? Adapt to technology, build a strong online presence, build a referral machine, and train/recruit top talent to scale your business to $10 million per year. Those are the biggest takeaways and the biggest things that we are doing internally. So train top talent. Make sure you have a good way to recruit top talent as well, like what we were talking about before. Biggest takeaway would definitely be the referral plan, build a lead generation machine inside your business, when to ask, how to ask, and what the actual offer is. And next is leverage technology, data-driven decisions using technology to automate this so you have everything in front of you so that you know what things to make. It's a super simple process, but it's very effective. So that is basically all the methods that we use and we are using right now to scale our clients to $10 million per year. Hopefully that was valuable, and I'll speak to you guys soon.